Greetings of the day. Introduce myself. My name is Bhanu Rajesh Naidu, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Technology, Madanpalli Institute of Technology and Science. Today, I would like to explain about Introduction to Cloud Computing. What is a cloud computing? A cloud computing which provides multiple services. Those services maybe we can call as a compute services or storage services, database services, network services, or a cloud which provide anything like as a latest technologies also integrated like as a artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, and blockchain technology, along with machine learning topics. All these things are available in our cloud computing in the form of service manners. So if we can use those services means we can pay the rent for cloud providers. That is the short introduction about what is a cloud computing. So a cloud computing, the before cloud computing, what is there means on premises data centers are there in organizations or MNC companies or startup companies. What is a on-premises data center? If I have a company, I need to manage some things means I need to purchase some hardware components and I need to install the what the things I need regarding to my organization, like as a hardware components or maybe a virtualization, or maybe I need to what the operating system I need. All relevant applications first I need to take setup and the data storage, databases, all these things I need to maintain in my on-premises company. Suppose we can take that diagram. There is some company headquarters are there. Everything they are running their own hardware component, their own database, their own storage. Those things we can call as a on-premises. So, but if we can choose a cloud computing, a cloud vendor we can also call as a cloud provider who provides all cloud services we can call as a cloud vendor. There are multiple organizations they are providing act as a cloud vendors. The best examples AWS, Amazon Web Services, from Microsoft company Azure, and from Google company GCP, Google Cloud Platform, from IBM company IBM Cloud, Salesforce Cloud, Alibaba Cloud. Like that, n number of cloud providers or cloud vendors, they are provides as like as a hardwares and also maintenance they will take care. So like as a on premises we don't bother about on premises our own things, so they will take care. So that's why a cloud which they are provide n number of variety of infrastructure as a service, software as a service, platform as a service, they are provided. Just we are use their services and we are pay the rent for those services to the cloud vendors. That is the main thing. So the cloud computing services will be charged based on our usage. Maybe we can use 1 hour, they will charge for 1 hour. If we can use for 1 year, they will charge for 1 year. How many services a cloud which provide wide variety of services, how many services we can use, we can pay those services rent only to that is the thing for cloud computing. Here we can take the what is the major differences in between of on premises and cloud computing. Up to now we discuss what is the on premises and what is a cloud computing. What is the on premises? A on premises a company itself to maintain all the things, maybe a hardware or maybe a software or maybe a managing a different applications. Those things we can call as a on premises. What is cloud based? A cloud based we can take the services from the cloud provider. So we can take the some of the parameters we can consider, like as a security parameter or a customization or maybe updations or maybe a ownership or maybe a audit or maybe a connectivity or maybe adaptability. If these are the parameters we can consider, So the first thing is on premises security. Who are maintain the organizations, they only provide the security for the on premises server, all these things. But in we can take same thing in cloud, means service provider is responsible all the services. We are using our services, the cloud they are provide itself, they are maintain itself security relevant all the things. And the customization, I have one on premises thing is there. If I need to do some activities, means very difficult to manage. If it is in cloud, means they will take care all the things. The customization, the elastic, the flexibility is very easy. The cloud based services. Coming to updates, if I need latest update in a on premises, means myself only download and install those patches in our on premises, somewhat difficult. But as for cloud based, automatically what are the latest updates are there, the service providers management will be take care of those updates. And ownership in on premises, the complete ownership of server and data based on that company thing only. But here the ownership of cloud, only data ownership they are providing. And audit, so if difficult to audit in on premises, which is easy, simplify, elastic, customizability audit will be there in cloud based. Connectivity maybe somewhat in working hours it is okay. If non-working hours, we need to connect with the on-premises data, means it may be difficult after working hours. But in cloud-based, it should be connectivity in all the hours, 24 hours, 365 days. Always the cloud service providers, the background management team will be there. They will take care of all connectivity issues. Affordability, one big size organization, they can afford. If we need to really purchase some on premises server, means it is very costly. So like that, same thing maintained by the cloud vendors or maybe a cloud providers. Just we can use their services, how we can use on premises services, like that same services we can use from the cloud vendors. Just we can pay the rent for towards the cloud providers. These are the major differences. Now at final, what is the better thing as for our business, means simply the cloud based parameters are very useful for us as for the economy purpose, and also the as for the latest updates in the point of security, in the point of connectivity, disaster recovery. For all the parameters, the cloud based services are very better for our business career. So coming to the next slide. So here, why we need to use a cloud service as a picture which says that a cloud which provide all the things, like as the infrastructure they are providing, as a platform as a service they are providing, as a application or maybe a software as a services they are providing. Suppose we can, the picture we can take in infrastructure, what cloud providers or maybe a cloud vendors what they are providing, means the first thing, the main thing, storage. And also the second thing, computing, the processing, the virtual machines, n number of virtual machines. What the highest configuration virtual machine we need, yes, they are provided. What infinite data storage they are providing in infrastructure, networking, securities, all these things under come under as a infrastructure. The platform mostly used by developers, and the applications directly we don't bother about our infrastructure, you don't bother about our platform development. Directly you can take the cloud services and you can use those services and you can pay the rent. Those come under a category of application as a service. Whenever we are using a cloud computing, some of the advantages are there. The main advantage is cost. Instead of purchasing one on-premises server, better we can take from cloud service. So very cost effective. That is the best advantage of cloud computing. Nowadays, all organizations, whether it is a MNC organization or maybe a startup company, they start their business towards a cloud computing. Why? Because cost saving mechanism. That is the first parameter in advantage. The cost which decreases or reduce the huge high amount of capital cost for buying of hardware and software. Okay, the second thing, speed. Resources can be accessed in minutes, within fraction of seconds, typically within a few clicks. Assume that in on-premises I need to set up one computer means which nearly take 1 hour time. But in cloud providers, if I am a customer, I need to create one virtual machine means hardly it should be takes 2 minutes of time. That means within 2 minutes of time, we can possible to create one virtual machine. That much of speed the cloud they are providing for us. So the next one, scalability. We can increase or maybe we can decrease the requirement of resources according to the business requirement. Generalized example, if we can take a Flipkart website, e-commerce website, ordinary general days, assume that some 10 lakhs people every day using a e-commerce Flipkart website means, okay, it should be takes some 5 servers. Okay, if it is in big billion day means 50 lakh people at a time they are consuming or maybe they are using a e-commerce Flipkart means we need to increase the server capability. Those things are very flexible in our cloud computing, which is very difficult to handle in on-premises thing. That's a best one of the best advantage that we can call as a scalability. If our necessity, our business expend is needed, in suppose we can take a AWS, one of the services their auto scaling mechanism. If our resources will be increased means if you are enable the auto scaling, automatically the background the EC2 virtual machines will be increased. Your our services are no need means automatically the services will be decreased. That flexibility is there in our scalability. That is the one of the advantage of cloud computing. Productivity is also the one of the best example. Reliability, which the cloud or on premises they are provides as a backup mechanism, but the cloud, what is the most and important advantage of cloud computing means disaster recovery. Even though any disaster happens that location, yes, we can recovery our data throughout cloud. That should be possible. Why? Because suppose we can take AWS, there are multiple data centers are available in India. You can take Mumbai is our one of the topmost data center for Amazon Web Services, and also recently they launched a data center in Hyderabad location. In something happens in Mumbai region, yes, automatically by internally we can recovery our data from the Hyderabad data center. Like that, more reliability, disaster recovery mechanisms are there. For cloud computing and security, many cloud vendors they are provides excellent number of policies, new technologies towards a strengthen of data security they are providing. These are the topics of advantages of cloud computing. After this, we can take types of cloud computing. They are category into two types. One is service based cloud computing. The second one is deployment based cloud computing. Suppose we can take as a service models means there are three service models are there. The first one is public cloud computing, the second one is private cloud computing, the third one is hybrid cloud computing. So these are the different types of cloud computings. If public cloud computing means a public cloud computing which are provided by a cloud providers only, cloud vendors only, which is generalized. Any public can use their cloud services. The best example of this public cloud we can call as a Gmail. So most of every user, every client, they are having their own Gmails. So if we are creating some Google Sheets or some spreadsheets, Excel sheets, all these things we can call as a public cloud only. And the next type of cloud computing that we can call as a private cloud. The cloud computing resources, those are exclusively only for inside a business or inside a single organization. Those termed we can call as a private cloud. That means a cloud provider provides a services, but those services only for utilize of a single organization. That organization already take the permission from a cloud provider. The cloud provider will be provides a private cloud. Like that should be happens. Particular some organization, particular someone some business purpose, the cloud will be gives the services, it should become under private cloud. The third one, hybrid cloud. The hybrid cloud, it is a both a combination of public cloud plus private cloud, which is bounded together by technology that allows data application to be shared between them. Hybrid cloud providers, which is very flexible, more deployment options to the business, the cloud providers will be provides. So these are the three cloud types of cloud computing. One is public cloud, second one is private cloud, third one is hybrid cloud. These three are come under a service. Okay, now other than this we have some other types of cloud services are there. Mainly the cloud providers, they are providing a cloud services which are categorized into three things. The first one, IaaS, the second one, PaaS, the third one, SaaS. So the full form of IaaS is infrastructure as a service. The full form of PaaS means platform as a service. The full form of SaaS means software as a service. So the name itself, infrastructure in a company, what is the infrastructure means? A hardware component, or maybe a storage component, or maybe a network things, or maybe a security things are there. Who will take care of all these things? In a general company we can take IT administrators only. So like that, the cloud providers provides all infrastructure. So mostly who are using this IaaS service means IT administrators they are using. Okay, so the first one you can take AWS EC2. The full form of this Amazon Web Services Elastic Compute Cloud, which it is a infrastructure, it is a virtual machine, we can call as AWS, in same like as Microsoft Azure is there, in GCP. If we can create some work means compute engine, Google compute engine, all these things, the background, the backup mechanism is there, the storage is there, block storage is there, all these things come under IaaS. This thing the cloud providers us, we don't bother about any infrastructure. The second parameter we can call as a PaaS, platform as a service. So who are mostly using this parameter means this type of cloud service means software developers. Assume that the software developers, they need to design some application, they need to develop something means they need some platform. So the cloud providers, they are providing a platform. By using that platform, the software developers develop their application, their requirement. The third category, SaaS. The SaaS full form, software as a service. Simply we don't bother about any infrastructure, you don't bother about any platform. Simply you can come use our services, do your work and pay the rent for us. Simple thing, from A to Z, take care by cloud providers. Just what the work we need to do, you come and do your work. Those services will be provided, come under a parameter software as a service. Like as the example, Gmail. The Gmail, it should be provided by the Google company only. Okay, so the background we don't know how the mail is transferred to one place to another place, how the mail is storage. These things we don't bother about. Whenever we click, we compose some mail, we write something, we send something. Okay, whether it should be go to the destination or not, that is our main thing. What is the background work? The background work will be taken by the cloud providers. Like that, so many are there. Salesforce is there, CRM is there, customer relationship management, Event Pro, Office 365, Google Docs, spreadsheets, multiple services the cloud providers provide for us. Okay, these are the three types of cloud services. The next one, the first category, infrastructure as a service, that we already discussed. In IaaS we can rent, we can take the rental base from a cloud provider, IT infrastructure like as the servers and a virtual machines and we can take a storage, we can take a networking, we can take a operating systems from a cloud service vendor or maybe a cloud service provider. Okay, we can take what the things we required, what the infrastructure we required, those we can take from a cloud provider. Just the main thing, we can pay the rent. Okay, pay as you go method. The second thing, if we can create some virtual mission, suppose and running what the application we want, if we need Windows operating system, if we need Linux operating system, if we need a Mac operating system, for your project, for your server running, what application, what operating system is need, that should be available in cloud providers. Just you can take and you can those are licensed versions only, you can pay the rent for those things. And using IaaS, we don't need care about hardware and virtualization software, but other than anything, they will manage. Who can be managed means cloud vendors will be managed the background, they will take care of hardware components, hardware things, the manageability, the security, everything they will manage. Just you can adopt or you can take their infrastructure services. Using IaaS, we can get a very maximum flexibility, but still we need to put more effort into the maintenance. Why? Because only we are adapting infrastructure as a service. The next category we can call as a platform as a service. The platform as a service mostly used by a software developers for developing their application by using a n number of programming languages. After developing, testing their applications, or maybe a delivering, or maybe a managing software applications, the developer is responsible for the applications, and the platform as a service vendor provides the ability to how we can deploy and how we can run those platforms will be taken by a cloud providers. The developing of application by developer only. Okay, using platform as a service also very flexible and gets reduced, but management of the environment is taken off by cloud vendors. The background, the debugging, or maybe a test cases, or maybe a deployment, or maybe a running, all these things is taken by a cloud vendor. To for a designing of software application is taken by a developer. This thing, this is the category of platform as a service. Last but not least, that we can call as a software as a service. It provides centrally hosted and managed software services to a end user. So we don't bother about IT infrastructure, you don't bother about the platform as a service. Directly it delivers a software, just the basic thing we need internet, that's it. It delivers a software over the internet, what the service you want on demand, immediately what service you want, and typically a subscription. Immediately you can come, you can use my services, you can pay the rent directly. Those things are come under a thing, software as a service. Some of the examples, the Microsoft OneDrive, Dropbox, WordPress, Office 365, Amazon Kindle, these are come under software as a service, used to minimize the operational cost to the maximum extent, maximum work, minimum cost. Okay, so these are the different types of cloud computings. So the cloud computings are category into two. One is service based, and the second one is deployment. Service based, three are there: public, private, and hybrid. As for the deployment, three are there: infrastructure as a service, software as a service, platform as a service. Coming to the our next topic, so the differences in between of on-premises, IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. So we can compare all these things. On-premises means already we know. I have my own company. I have my own server, all networking, all running, all operating system is our own only. Okay, so that we can call as a on premises. So you can think that the picture which says that dark blue, the application, or maybe a data, or maybe a runtime, or maybe a middleware, operating system, virtualization, server, storage, networking. In on premises, all the things is taken by their own organization. Okay, if some of the companies they have good developers and also the good deployment things, but they don't have infrastructure. So they are adapting their infrastructure from a cloud vendors. Okay, that we can call as a infrastructure as a service. So as for infrastructure as a service, you can see the last things, the networking and the storage and service computers and maybe a virtualizations. All these things are taken by a cloud vendors. The remaining things, operating OS, operating system, middleware, runtime, data, application, these things taken by their company. The next category, platform as a service, up to networking to runtime, which is take by a cloud vendor, and the data and application is taken by a company. Coming to the software as a service, from A to Z. Okay, from networking to application, the cloud providers will be take care. If I am using this type of services means, yes, you can open Gmail. Just what the mail you need to send to your friend, you can simply compose that mail and send. That's it. Your work is completed. Like that, the background work, all the things is taken by a cloud providers. Okay, that we can call as a software as a service. These are the major the differences in between of on-premises, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Coming to the next topic, cloud vendors or maybe a cloud service providers. How many companies are there? They are providing what the cloud services they are providing means. See that picture which says that there are n number of plenty of nowadays this generation plenty of companies they are providing a cloud services. So the best top 10 I can take as for this scenario. The first one is by Amazon. They are providing AWS, Amazon Web Services. From Microsoft company, they are providing Azure. From Google company, they are providing Google Cloud Computing GCP, Alibaba Cloud, Salesforce company provide a Salesforce Cloud, Dell Cloud, IBM Cloud, DigitalOcean Cloud, Dropbox Cloud, like that multiple clouds provided by the different cloud providers. So we can take for anything they are providing. Rackspace company. Okay, so all these cloud providers or maybe all these cloud vendors, they are offers various services, such as they are offers as a infrastructure as a service, or maybe a software as a service, or maybe platform as a service for our business application, or maybe a mobile application, or maybe infrastructure relevant applications. What we need they will provide. The cloud service providers host these services in their own data centers, and user can access their services through a cloud provider companies using the main thing in cloud computing that we can call as a internet connection is very essential tool. That's why what is a cloud computing means, a cloud computing which provides a wide variety of services, or wide variety of what the services you want you can take from the cloud computing. The main essential thing toward our internet only everything is possible in cloud computing. The next one, we can take the first company, the topmost company, AWS. The full form of AWS is Amazon Web Services. They are started as for this thing was founded in July 2002. Launch AWS quickly in 2006. Okay, Amazon Web Services is very secure cloud service platform provided by the Amazon. Now current market, IT market, mostly everyone, if 100 persons are there, 60 to 70% they are choosing of Amazon cloud. Why? Because they are very sure as for their security. It offers n number of services such as database storage, computing power, content delivery, relational database, simple email, simple queue, other functionalities like as we can call as EC2 to create virtual machine, S3 bucket, a simple storage service to storage infinite data. Those data will be runs 24 hours, 365 days possible. Like that, CloudWatch service, repository services, like that, plenty of services, nearly 200 services the AWS provides. That's why nowadays it is very popular cloud service it is. The next one, Features of AWS, which provides a scalable, cost effective. Every service we can use in cloud computing means the first main thing, pay as you go method. Okay. How many services we can use, that much of payment only we can pay towards the cloud vendor. Okay, it provides various flexible storage options and also the multiple security services, advanced security in the maybe infrastructure security, or maybe a data encryption, or maybe a cloud watch. Cloud watch means each and every second what operation is performing cloud computing, those things are monitored. And also logging, or maybe identity access control, or maybe identity access management, penetration testing, DDoS attacks, all these things, major security services the AWS will be provides. It can efficiently managed and secure Windows workloads is also. These are the some of the features of AWS. The next one, Microsoft Azure. Azure is a cloud which provides by a company Microsoft. Initially, at the year of 2008, it is a thing we can call as a project Red Dog. After that, in by 2010, we can call as a Windows Azure. Okay, and so from Microsoft company, they are providing a Azure services. Initially, we can call as a project Red Code. After again changed, launch as a Windows Azure. By 2014, officially they later renamed it is called as a Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure is also known as a Windows Azure. It supports various operating systems, same like as which provides databases, programming languages, framework, virtual machines, all these things the cloud which they are provides. It also allows user to create different groups for related utilities. Features of Microsoft Azure. The Microsoft Azure provides scalability. Whether you want increase your resources, yes, I am ready. Whether you want decrease, yes, the cloud providers, they are possible to ready. Whether what things we need, they will provide. Flexible, cost effective. It allows developers quickly manage their applications and website by using Azure Cloud, and it manage each resources individually possible to run. They are providing IaaS service and run different operating systems. Okay, whether the Azure Cloud possible to create one virtual machine, yes, we can run Linux operating system. Okay, they are a wide variety of Mac operating system is also possible to run in their virtual machine. It offers a content delivery system for delivering the images, or maybe videos, or maybe audios, or maybe other applications. These are the some of the very important features of Microsoft Azure. The next one is Google Cloud Platform. The GCP, the shortcut we can call as a GCP. In some market also, so in IT market also, someone says that G Suite. Okay, from Google company. Okay, GCP was announced in April 2008 as Google App Engine, like as a computer service. They are released a platform for developing and also running their web applications. Okay, by 2008, the main computing service will be they launched announced. By 2010, they launched the remaining services like as a cloud storage services, or maybe app engine for business integration. All these things they are releasing by 2010. So this GCP is a product from Google. Already we discussed that point. It contains a set of physical devices such as computers, hard disk, virtual machines. That means this should be come under a infrastructure as a service. It also helps organizations to simplify the migration process. That means if we can take one company, they are using some cloud provider, maybe assume that example purpose AWS they are using. By next year, same company they are transfer their project to some other GCP. Yes, it is possible, means it should be possible that we can call as a migration. All cloud providers, they are provides as a cloud migration. In GCP, the cloud migration process is very easy. Okay, these are the some of the points regarding to GCP. Now, what are the futures of GCP means, which provides big data services. Okay, like as a Google BigQuery, Google Cloud, Data Pro, Google Data Lab, like that they are providing networking things. Privately, we will create our virtual cloud means VPC things. They are content network delivery, load balancing. If multiple people will be increased, we can take that load. Those things, load balancing techniques is also there. Google Cloud Internet, Google Cloud DNS, these are the different types of futures that GCP provide for us. It offers various scalable and which gives high performance also. We already discussed what is the meaning of scalable, and GCP provides various serverless services such as messaging, or maybe a data warehousing, or maybe a database compute, storage, data processing, or machine learning, IoT, blockchain, different wide variety of services that GCP provides. These are the general features of GCP. So, like as one more cloud service provider, IBM, they launched their cloud services by 2011, like as a enterprise edition, and IBM is a open source, faster and more reliable platform. Now it should be come with, it is built with a suite of advanced data and artificial intelligence tools. It offers various services such as every cloud providers, they are providing a n number of services, like as a mainly they are focusing on IaaS and software as a service and platform as a service. You can access it services like as a compute, or maybe a data, or maybe analytics, or maybe a use case, or maybe a story. How we can use, uh, how we want, we can use those services. The main thing, we need internet. The next thing, what are the some of the main features of IBM Cloud means, the first thing, IBM Cloud, which improves operational efficiency. The second one, its speed and agility improves the customer satisfaction. The IBM Cloud mainly they are focusing on customer requirement and customer satisfaction. It offers same IaaS, PaaS and SaaS service. It offers various cloud communication services over a IT environment. Up to now, what we discussed means, what is cloud computing, what are the different types of cloud computings. The first one, public, private and hybrid. The second category, types of cloud computing, in service models, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Along with that, what are the difference in between of on premises and cloud computing, uh, categories of multiple parameters. After that, what is the indifference between on premises, IaaS, PaaS and SaaS. After that, what is the role of cloud provider, and what are the services they are offer for us. The next thing, the topmost 10 cloud providers with their introduction part, along with their futures. Thank you, one and all, to give this wonderful opportunity to me. Thank you, one and all.